We head into the second half of August and the first half of September. There are some unusually big names in the music world that are coming to Maine. With us to give us a preview of some of these upcoming shows, Aimsel Ponti, music writer for the Portland Press Herald. Good to have you here as always.
Always pure delight, Rob.
I'm impressed with this batch of performers coming up.
And you know, and I always like to tell people, like, this is just a tiny little micro amount of the amount of shows
Great
that
point,
are happening.
as always. There are so
Indoor,
many more.
outdoor.
So many more. So this is just a little something to whet the appetite. Let's begin with Lake Street Dive and Lady Lamb happening Sunday at Thompson's Point in Portland.
All right, so the first show, the Saturday night show with opener Madison Cunningham, that's sold out. But there are still some tickets left for Sunday night. Lake Street Dive, they just put on such a phenomenal live show, and Rachel Price her vocals are just absolutely sensational. And the opening act, our very own Lady Lamb, Ali Spaltro.
Gravity's a palm pushing down on your head like the devil's got a paw dug in your shoulder, and the other one is rubbing your back.
So that is just so great. I think I need to go to that show. Actually, I don't know why I'm sitting here talking about it. I need to, like, get a ticket and make it happen.
Well, as soon as we're done talking, jump up and get some tickets for it.
Yeah, so that's going to be awesome.
All right, on to our second show in this lineup. Number 2, Ghostland, featuring the Ghost of Paul Revere, his Golden Messenger, Marco Benevento, and Golden Oak. This is a big one. It's happening on Saturday, September 3rd, again at Thompson's Point, and a big show for Ghost of Paul Revere.
Well, it's their last hurrah, unless, you know, there could be a reunion down the road. Who knows, or who knows how the guys in the band are going to resurface.
This is going to be their final show, and the members are going to go their separate ways.
Is that fair? Floated my hometown. Plow set out to push the falling further down. We stood waist deep in the leaves cry.
So it's exciting, and again at Thompson's Point. I mean, I could be out there playing a banjo, and it's at Thompson's Point, and you want to come because it's such a lovely spot.
Well,
I'm kidding. I will never do that.
I was going to say, let's not
never
go
gonna do that.
overboard here.
Never going to do that.
Although I've never heard you play the banjo,
well,
so I don't know.
I certainly don't know how, so that won't be happening. But and his Golden Messenger, a tremendous Marco Benevento, and Golden Oak, Maine's own Golden Oak. So this is going to be a very special evening at Thompson's Point.
Here's a really big show that's happening on Sunday of Labor Day weekend. Aerosmith, which was supposed to be touring this summer, and it got interrupted because Steven Tyler went into rehab. The first show of their resumed tour is this one, again, Sunday of Labor Day weekend,
kicking their tour
on the Bangor waterfront.
Yes, September 4th. I'm excited. I'm actually going to review it for the Press Herald, and I'm going to just rock out.
When you talk about things that nobody cares.
You know, I actually saw them probably 20 years ago in Portland. They put on a great show.
I was going to ask, how many times have you seen Aerosmith?
Only once, and Kiss opened. But let me tell you, this show, Extreme is opening. Extreme is opening the show, and I just want to go on record, looking at the camera, that as far as I'm concerned, there are the two best ballads on the planet in the history of music, of recorded music, is Journey's "Open Arms" and Extreme's "More Than Words." I'm going to die on this hill. And I'm excited to hear Extreme sing More Than Words live.
That would be a very interesting conversation, but we'll save that for another day.
Yes, we will.
Let's end with Christopher Cross, one of the kings of yacht rock, happening Thursday, September 8th at Aura in Portland.
I mean, this show just popped up on my radar. I'm like, I can't not talk about Christopher Cross. I mean, in fact, we were driving along last night, singing along If You Get Caught Between the Moon and New York City. You know, it's sailing, ride like the wind. And I told you before we started filming that I had to mention General Hospital. So I was an 80s kid, and General Hospital, the whole Luke and Laura, the whole storyline, and she disappeared. His song, Think of Laura, became a hit because it was used on that show. It's this kind of cheesy but delightful ballad. And everyone thinks, oh, that show was written for General Hospital, when in fact, tragically, it was written about a friend, a college friend of his that got killed. It was kind of an homage to her, but kind of made famous by General Hospital, which warms my 80s heart. And I think it's going to be great. He still sounds great. He's a great singer.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a fun, nostalgic show. So Christopher Cross.
We'll just add one more layer to the General Hospital saga.
Oh, yes.
Jeannie Francis, who played Laura,
Oh, right.
lived in Maine for a while.
She
had a
devastated
an
that I never made it
antiques
my business to somehow
collectibles
find
shop
her.
in Belfast. I went up and interviewed her.
That's such great trivia. I had forgotten about that.
Yeah.
See, we live in a wonderful state.
The Maine, just one big small town.
Anyways, go see some live music.
4 great concerts and a whole bunch of others, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Thank you, Aimsel.
I'll
as
see you in a few
always,
weeks.
that full list is on our website and app in the 207 section. And we're going to be back with more of 207 in just a moment.